conversations with our queens from across the world. They are entertaining, educating with tons of passion. Welcome to the show, Queens Forever. Greetings to one and all. Truly happy, thrilled, and delighted to meet all of you across the world, only on IndusTV Global, where you watching us on the show Queens Forever, brought to us by the very colorful River Comics and We International. So what is it? Where does it start from? Is it that after winning the crown, that the queens become accomplished at the same time, be the best version? Is it just before participating in the beauty pageant, or is it something that they inborn with? All the answers, and of course, where you get the opportunity to get to hear, get to meet, and get to know the wondrous journeys of all our beautiful queens from across the world, only on this exclusive, one of its kind show. This beautiful episode is with yet another queen from San Francisco, the queen of Miss NRI Global 2022, Priyal Malhotra. So let's find out from her that did she always imagine that she would be a queen one day, or it was something that just came on its own? Well, let the magic begin, and it's time for us to meet our beautiful Priyal Malhotra. Priyal, how are you doing today? And congratulations, because Priyal is our reigning queen for Miss NRI Global.
Thank you very much, Miss Simran. I'm doing amazing and feeling very excited, overwhelmed, but a lot of good emotions after winning Miss NRI Global 2022. Yeah.
Wow, feeling the top of the world. So let's get started, Priyal. And today, of course, I was just hosting a beauty pageant, and it came to my mind that is it at the time of pageant, because of the training that we go through, the grooming we go through, we change and become better? Or is it because of the mental, preparation much prior to the pageant, it all begins? So what is your say on this, Priyal?
I definitely think both aspects play a big role in, how we perform, but a lot of it just has to do with your mental preparation. It's mostly just about your confidence and your stage presence. And yes, the beauty, the makeup, the outfits, they add so much, but I feel like the main factor that really shows your stage presence is your mental preparation and your internal self-confidence.
Beautiful. So Priyal, let's get started. I really want to know, as a kid, when was the first time that you really felt touchy about being a queen, or you really imagined yourself wearing the crown?
I've always been the tallest in my class throughout, my childhood, always the tallest girl, tallest out of the girls, tallest out of the boys. And so oftentimes people would tell me, oh, get into modeling. And it wasn't until I was about 14, 15 when I started to do a couple modeling shows. But then it was time for high school, and, I really prioritized my education. And now that I'm in college, I'm starting to get back into it. And so this is when I did my pageant at the age of 19 and when I was crowned Miss NRI Global.
Wow. And which was the answer? Which won you the crown? We would like to know that.
So it was actually a very controversial question. And when this question was posed to me, the MC did advise the judges and the audience that, it will be controversial, and it will be actually the toughest question, she had said, given to any of the participants. And the question was my opinion on same-sex marriage.
Oh my, okay. And what was your reply to that?
I just said that everyone is entitled to their own choice. We should all be able to choose who we marry and who we choose to be our lifelong partners. No rule should tell us otherwise.
Oh, that's very, very nice, and really sounds amazing. So Priyal, let's get started. Tell us a little bit about how did you really plan to get into, the pageantry and be a part of this very beautiful world where you get the voice and of course, at the same time, an opportunity to do something for the masses. How did it all start? When did you actually enter the pageant? Is this your first pageant, Miss
This
NRI
is
Global?
this is actually my first pageant.
How lucky are you? It takes time for people to get experience and then win the
Yeah.
crown.
Yeah.
So
I can tell.
wonderful with your exposure and your faith. So, what are the important ingredients you think, without which, thinking about winning the crown is not possible? What do you think is important?
I definitely think your your motivation and your drive that you have within is so important. For example, like months before this, I had been going to the gym a lot, working on my diet, practicing my walk, doing certain workshops here and there. But since this has just all been so new to me, since I just recently, just a couple months ago, had started thinking about, modeling. And it wasn't actually until the day before this pageant where I decided, you know what, I'm going to give it a try and I'm going to go for it. Did I really decide that, yeah, I want to be in this? So it was definitely a big shock to me. So much happened in such little time. I'd made the decision to even participate so shortly before the actual pageant. And so I definitely did not prepare as much, as I said, as other models would have. I think it was all like, really spontaneous. And I think I just had it in me that, I had that confidence. I believe I had the height and, everything just got put together last minute and I was somehow able to win.
So, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Oh, no wonder. Wow. And, this is what I started my introduction today, very different. That this is the thought which comes to your mind. Is it that, are you destined? Are you born with it? Or do you actually change during the pageant, before the pageant, or maybe after the pageant? So has life changed after the pageant, Priyal?
Definitely life has changed, getting a lot of attention. I think that has changed a lot in my life. I've always been super education focused, and I really never tapped into this talent of mine up until recently. And so discovering this talent has been really amazing for my own self-discovery. And just having this attention around me has just been really great for me.
Wow. Priyal, do you give a lot of credit to your family as well, to your parents, who probably encouraged you?
Definitely. Both my parents have been very supportive throughout this, but my mom was the one who pushed me to do this. She's the one who, was the one backstage running everything, running back and forth, helping me with my outfits. So she's kind of like my momager, and she just, really made sure that everything worked well for me and put in a lot of effort to help me succeed and, be the best I can be.
We love this.
Yeah.
That's really amazing. How difficult is it to manage everything, to manage studies, work, and being a part of a pageant really requires a lot of time and dedication. As you said, your routine, you had, a certain plan for the day. How difficult or how easy is it to plan out stuff?
So it definitely has gotten a little bit more difficult, but I think just scheduling out my day, setting timelines, setting time limits for certain things that, I'll complete task A in this much time, task B in, another amount of time, just really working on my time management. I definitely think it is possible to balance both my studies and this newfound passion of mine. But it's just, it's going to take some effort, but definitely doable.
Priyal, you already at this very young age have fans across the world. And of course, it's a very, very beautiful thing that after winning the crown, you always want to get into movies. So would you like to get into Bollywood? And do you know of someone who's going to show you the right path?
Yes, definitely. I've always been a big fan of Bollywood since childhood, and definitely it would be a dream to get into this industry. And I do have someone in mind, actually, Mr. Bharat Goradia, or also known as Mr. India. And so he is the one who I'm planning to use as my guidance tool to take me into this industry.
Well, you said it right, Priya. It's time for us to welcome our number one promoter of art and culture in the United States. Maybe please have Mr. Bharat Goradia ji.
Hello, Priyal. How are you?
Good. How are you, Mr. Bharatji?
Absolutely fine after seeing two pretty babies on the screen with title holders, both of them. What more a person, what more a male can require, to share the screen with two beautiful, outstanding, multi-talented stars. Anyway, on behalf of all the viewers of IndusTV, आप सभी को मेरा प्रणाम. Simran को namaste. And Priyal, now you have become a global personality. So आपको global namaste. It is indeed my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you on one of the finest talk show of all time on behalf of my sponsors, River Comics and We International, to the best show ever, I think, Queens Forever. A very, very hearty welcome to you, dear. And what can I say about you? I was witness when you got the crown. I mean, her costume, her walk was outstanding. Her talent was amazing. And especially her answer was magical. And above all, her dedication as devotion as really, I mean, it was very easy for all the judges because nobody was near her. Everything was outstanding, amazing, and out of this world. So I think it was real my privilege, along with my artist, Dino Moria, to put her a crown on her. And it was her first ever contestant that too won this wonderful title, Miss NRI Global. My congratulations to you, dear. And of course, it's a pleasure and privilege for me to introduce to not only Bollywood, but the entire Indian film industry, because they also need such a young, pretty, beautiful, multi-talented star. So, and recently also they have taken or invited and welcomed lots of international stars like Katrina Kaif, like Nora Fateh, Ali Abraham, Evelyn Sharma, and lots of more. So why not Priyal from San Francisco, the beautiful city of USA. So Priyal, it would be my pleasure to definitely introduce you to the Indian film industry. And I hope and pray that next year when I meet, I may have to stand in the queue to take your autograph.
No, thank you. Definitely with your support and guidance, this should be possible. Thank you, Mr. Bharatji.
Once again, a very hearty welcome.
Thank you.
Wow. I was in this dreamy world and I was like actually visualizing everything that Bharatji was saying. Feels absolutely amazing. But let's know a little bit at the time of pageant. What are the challenges faced by Priyal at the same time? How did she really outcome all of those and at the same time? Her experience with Sister Queens. But right after this super short commercial break. See you guys soon. guys, welcome back. So, Priyal, what was the toughest aspect of being a part of Miss NRI Global for you?
My personal challenge was not having as much time as the other contestants to prepare. I had joined this pageant just the day before. And so creating my talent, creating, all of my looks with such minimal amount of time was definitely a huge challenge for me, but it was exciting at the same time. And within just a few hours, everything happened so quickly and it was over and I'd won the crown.
I mean, what more could one ask for? You want to share with us your experience with the Sister Queens?
Yes. So my sister, sorry, just to...
Sister Queens. We call them Sister Queens. So all the other queens were there.
Okay.
So please share with us your experience with the Sister Queens.
Yes. This was such an amazing experience because all of my sister queens were so helpful and supportive. And I definitely got really inspired by many of them because they were all such amazing, talented women who have accomplished so much in life. And, everyone was willing to help each other, cheer each other on. So the whole environment and this entire experience was really made amazing because of the supportive sister queens that I had.
Wow. Did you really believe that, when you have girls together, coming together for a pageant, you do have cat fights as well? Did you experience any of those? Or was it a very decent affair?
Personally, I am just so glad to say that it was a very, very decent affair. Everyone was willing to help each other. If someone was having a mishap, if someone needed something, everyone just was willing to help and cheering each other on from backstage. And, I definitely gained a really great community of empowering women and who are going to be, my friends for a long time because we were all part of such a good experience.
So you said you, of course, started working out and, being under a certain diet. So would you like to share with us that, what is the kind of workout that you got into and the kind of diet that you started with?
Yes. So this past year, I really focused on, going to the gym. I think lifting weights was definitely a really crucial part to my workout because, that is what really helps you tone your body. And cardio also, I definitely gained my stamina through that and helped me tone my body as well. So going to the gym and, working out had become a part of my daily routine that I think really helped me. And for meals and, my diet wise, since I was a college student, living in college and preparing your own meals, it's tough. But this past summer, since I've come home, just focus on eating home cooked meals, watching like calories and, cutting down on certain things that aren't good for me. I just really focused on that.
You're based in San Francisco and, is it very easy to be a part of a pageant out there in that part of the world?
Definitely, since this was a pageant of the Indian community, I think comparatively to other United States, San Francisco has such a strong Indian population and a strong Indian community. So I think it was easy in that sense because we already have such a great group of people representing India in our city. So I think it was easy in that aspect, but not so easy in the aspect that there is definitely a lot of competition due to the high volume of people of our community here.
What did you perform for your talent round, Priyal?
For my talent, I did a Bollywood dance because I've been doing Bollywood dance my whole life, competed in competitions. And so that was definitely something I felt reflected who I am as a unique individual.
Wow. And what was the performance song for Bollywood?
So it was a medley performance with Sheila Kijawani and actually an English song combination called Woman by Doja Cat.
Wow. So you had a fusion performance there.
It was a fusion, yes.
Which are the foods that you gave up on just to be a part of the pageant and have the right shape?
I think a big food I gave up on was pasta. I absolutely love Italian food. I love to cook it. I love to go out and eat it in restaurants. I love visiting Italy. And so that was definitely a big thing that I love and I gave up on because, I have to watch the carbs that you're eating. So that was one thing. Yeah.
Interesting. We really want to know, Priyal, what is that one advice you like to give to young girls who really want to pursue a career in modeling? Because you've done quite a bit modeling at a very early age and be a part of a beauty pageant. Is it important to first gain experience so that you're very confident on stage and then get into a pageant? Or is it the other way around, be a part of a pageant, win a crown, and then get into modeling?
Personally, I think it's all about having that winner mentality. I think many people sell themselves short or don't have a growth mindset. And, they don't think that maybe there'll be people who are better than me, or, maybe I won't be as good enough. And that is the absolute worst mindset to have. Everyone should think of themselves as a winner and believe in themselves. And I think that is the very first step that comes into modeling, because the whole effect of walking on the ramp is just portraying your confidence. And that is the number one thing you need to have, more than height, more than looks, more than, a stunning outfit, having that internal confidence to, look at everyone on the stage, walk on the stage and have that feeling that you are the best person out there. You are the best person standing on that floor. I think that is the number one advice I would give to other people.
Thank you. I think this is very, very amazing because there are a lot of girls out there. And in fact, every girl once in a lifetime, everyone has dreamt of being either a queen or a model, because we all just naturally born to get attracted aesthetically till the time you realize that, yes, it's more than aesthetic. It's a lot of other things which get into it. And you need to be strong-headed. You need to work hard and the likes. So thank you. And you're watching us on Queens Forever, brought to you by River Comics and We International, only on IndusTV Global. See you guys after this break.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for We International Founder, President, Chairman, Mr. Bharat Goradia, Bollywood star. Mr. Bharat Goradia with legendary singers from Indian music industry. He believes in spreading smiles over everyone's faces. Sports champion. The Dada Saheb Phalke Award and Bharat Gaurav Pride of India Award winner Mr. Bharat Goradia has been innumerably awarded across the globe for his outstanding work in the field of promoting Indian arts and culture all over the world.
Welcome back. And we are here with our Miss NRI Global 2022. What was the best part about Miss NRI Global, Priyal?
Definitely the best part about it was the entire theme of this pageant. It was focused on women empowerment. And I think this was such an inspirational theme, not only for our contestants, but for all of the viewers in the audience to really reflect on, what it is to be a woman and how we can lift each other up, especially in this day and age.
I know for a fact that you were crowned by a very renowned Bollywood superstar.
Yes.
Tell us, who was it, and share with us that amazing experience.
Yes. So I was crowned by the star, Mr. Dino Moria. An overwhelming, amazing experience to, shake his hand, be crowned by him, and actually, have a conversation with him and gain advice from him. And, he really definitely inspired me and motivated me. And, he told me that, I have this potential in me. I can go places. And it was very, very inspiring and confidence boosting to hear such words from him.
Wow. We're all big fans of Dino Mori, and how lucky could one be to be crowned by a superstar himself. Priyal, I really want to know, where do you go further after winning the crown? You said life has changed a little bit because you get this platform, but do you really plan to pursue modeling in a very, very nicer way? Or you plan to be a part of more beauty pageants as well?
So directly after this pageant, I will be representing California in the Miss India USA pageant that is happening in New York. So that is my next endeavor. And after this, definitely do want to do more modeling, learn more about this industry, but at the same time, focus on my studies as well, my education, as I'm a college student. So just trying to figure out how to balance everything, but definitely want to, get deeper into this industry.
Oh, you've already got that experience, and the kind of answers that you're giving me, it's like, wow, you've had it all at this very young age. I mean, what do you really look forward to doing in the future? Because it seems that you have the world at your, doorstep, the world at your feet, Priyal. So thank you, Priyal. I think this was very, very interesting. Priyal, to me, I feel you're naturally very beautiful, and you've been blessed with the beauty. You blame it on your genes or your family, I have no idea. But is it otherwise very difficult for, especially when you go forward to Miss NRI Global, to really win the crown? How is it? Is it all about natural beauty, or is it about the makeup as well?
I think there are so many factors that, are going to be taken into account when I go to the next level of competition for Miss India USA. I'm going to be competing with women from all of the United States, and the competition will definitely be tougher. So I think every aspect has almost equal weight, especially in this competition. Having a good makeup artist to, design your face, having amazing designers to design your clothes, and then again, bringing your confident self on stage. So there are definitely going to be many factors. But I am up for the challenge, and I do hope to, succeed in this pageant as well.
All the very best for future endeavors. And I must say that you're really very smart, Priyal, and we're really proud of you, because we have with us a beauteous queen. Priyal, who's your favorite actor?
Shah Rukh Khan, for sure.
And the female actress who you really look forward to, becoming like her, or probably do the roles that she's been doing in films, since you want to get into films?
I love Alia Bhatt.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I think she's phenomenal, and there has been no one like Alia Bhatt as an actress. You sing as well, Priyal, because you're a brilliant dancer. I know that for a fact. But you sing as well?
No, I actually don't sing. I can learn, but at the moment I don't.
Right. So this brings us to the last part. But before we get into that, I really want to ask you about, if you get to, experience the overall pageantry one more time, what will be the changes with Miss NRI Global? Because you said you didn't have time to prepare. And now that you will be preparing for the pageant, so what major difference do you feel you like to work out on which aspect of you?
I think I would definitely like to work on my talent aspect, because I think I can, get a really amazing choreography for my Bollywood dance to showcase. So I really want to put more effort into that, and really showcase what I am truly capable of in Bollywood dance. And, just make sure I have the best of the best outfits, the best makeup I can possibly get, and, leave no stone unturned, I think, in this pageant.
All the very best. And I want to please request all our lovely viewers watching us to share this with your loved ones, and do shower lots of love and blessings to our queen, Priyal Malhotra. So let's get started with the rapid fire round. Are you ready, Priya?
Yes, I'm ready.
Tea, coffee, or juice, your favorite beverage?
Coffee.
Your favorite all-time color?
Pink.
Your color for the swimwear round and the evening wear round?
It was actually pink.
Oh, you are actually a pinky girl, and I'm sure you must have looked ravishing.
Thank you.
Wow. How important is finance to be a part of a pageant?
It's so important. Definitely a major factor that you have to take into account when participating.
Okay, and I really want to know this. If you had to, though I see there is no makeup, if you had to do makeup in 2 minutes, what would you really use? Would you like to accentuate your eyes, your lips, or how would you manage a 2-minute makeup?
My actually daily routine is only 2 minutes. I don't usually wear much makeup, but
I knew this. That's why I said you look so simple and you're naturally very beautiful.
Thank you. But I'd say mascara, maybe a bit of concealer, blush for sure to, accentuate your cheeks and glowy skin, and maybe a little bit of lip gloss, but that's it.
Did you have a tough time wearing the stilettos? Share with us that experience.
A little bit at first because, I'm not so used to it. I've just recently gotten into modeling, but once I wore them, I felt amazing, on top of the world. And so I was able to rock them in the end.
Very interesting. If you could paint something, Priyal, what would you like to paint? Something related to pageant.
I think I would like to paint a woman standing proudly, standing tall with a crown, with heels, because it's really all about woman empowerment and, having us women stand confidently when it comes to performing pageants. So I think that would be the best representation visually of a pageant.
If you have to once again perform Dance for Your Talent round on a Bollywood song, which song would that be?
That is a good question. Maybe Kala Chashma, because it's, a popular song and it gets the audience moving always. Everyone gets hyped up to it. So probably that.
Really, really interesting. 3 things that you always carry in your bag.
I carry my phone, my wallet, and maybe a little bit of lip gloss.
What's the last thing you liked on the social media?
A picture of one of my close friends.
Okay, you like that one. Are you more on Instagram or Facebook?
Definitely Instagram, not at all Facebook.
I think that's ruling the world any which ways. So It really works. Really, really works wonders. Priyal, I really want you to give us that one important aspect, which is very, very important to look into before you get into pageantry. What is that important thing, you think?
That important thing would be discovering yourself, I'd say. Discovering who you are, your personality, what is unique about you, I'd say. That is the most important thing to discover, because we show our individual selves on stage when we go, and we show our uniqueness and how we are different from the rest. So discovering that, I think, is one of the most important things.
Which is your favorite junk food that you had to give up on just because of the pageant?
Chocolate, anything chocolate, brownies.
So you gave up on them altogether?
Yes. Yeah.
And what about after the pageant? Because you're preparing yourself for the international pageant, so it's all intact, in place.
In fact, it's going to be improving even more, more strict on working out and diets. But yeah, keep bettering
How
myself.
many glasses of water do you think are important to drink in a day?
8 to 12.
And you actually follow that? It's amazing.
I try.
It's amazing. Really want to ask you a beautiful question. They say once a queen, always a queen. You're very young now, I know that. But do you believe that this proverb turns out to be a true?
For sure. To me, this proverb means that, once you're given the title of a queen, ever be taken away from you because it reflects who you are as a person, not only just your looks. So it doesn't matter if you age, if you look differently, it's a title that's given for life.
And for our very interesting question, I'm going to please invite Mr. Bharat Goradia ji, who shall ask you something very special.
Hi, Priyal. How are you, dear? Giving wonderful interview, amazing interview, wonderful answers. At the very young age, the way in which you are answering is amazing, amazing, outstanding. I salute to you.
Thank
And
you.
especially the answer questions put up by very experienced, seasoned Simran. And the way in which you responded is amazing, outstanding. God bless you, dear. Anyway, I have a very interesting question to ask you, dear. If given the opportunity to go on a date with any of the Bollywood, Hollywood, or any celebrity of the world, whom will you go and where will you take him to?
Definitely, I would give it to my childhood favorite celebrity, Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, just because, because, he was the first Bollywood actor I'd ever seen growing up. And I absolutely love the way his stage presence just connects with the audience so well. And so I would want to ask him, how he has that lasting impact on his audience when he performs, because the way he connects with the audience, the way he smiles, that's something I would want to learn from him. And so I would definitely want to, maybe take him to his home country and go to India with him and just really experience what it's like to be in this industry with such an amazing actor.
Wow. Kya baat. Wonderful.
And what
answer.
an explanation. What an explanation.
Shah Rukh Khan will be very, very happy to go on a date with you, a young, beautiful, charming title holders from California. Anyway, Priyal, thank you so very much on behalf of our sponsors, We International and River Comics, for sparing your valuable time, sharing your experiences, and giving the best of the tips to all the young girls how to win crowns at the very young age, what precautions you want to take, what preparation one has to make to get this crown. And if you are so self-confident and you have to forget about the other colleagues of yours, you have to see that you are a winner. So wonderful tips you have given. Wishing you all the very best in all your forthcoming pageants, and see you very, very soon in now New York and then in the worldwide all over. God bless you, dear.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks to River Comics. Thanks to Mr. Bharat Goradia. Thanks, Miss Simran Ahuja. And thank you to IndusTV. Thank you, everyone.
Yet another story, but this was very unique since we had with us the very young and vivacious Priyal Malhotra, who at this age is our reigning queen of Miss NRI Global 2022. Look forward to meeting all of you in yet another country with another beauty queen across the world. Well, stay tuned and please share this, like, subscribe, and be in touch with us. Because once a queen, always a queen. These queens make this world a better place to live in. So let's cherish these moments and enjoy their journeys. Thank you, Priyal. Thank you, Bharatji, for being here with us. And thank you to IndusTV Global for this wonderful show. Queens forever. See you guys.